Draw, and now we go down to ice level for the Player of the Month award. Joey Lalezia will go onto the ice, named the Player of the Month for October.
October. And as you know, he was a member of Team Canada West for the World Junior A Challenge in October. Joey leads all BCHL defenders in goals, assists, and points, and the entire Vees club with 29 points in just 22 games. Joey will be on his way to Grand King Menswear next week to be fitted for a new Calvin Klein suit. Making the presentation of Grand King and the owners, Dr. and Carrier.
Tough to argue with anyone but Joey Lalezia for the Player of the Month in October. Al, 20 points in 11 games, 8 goals. Kyle Mountain on the end wall with the puck. Centering, Holka was open, but it never got to him. And Bezzo's long shot stopped. Another rebound in the slot. Pass in front, shot. They score! Kyle Mountain's got another. This kid is hot.
Well, a guy that was snake bitten for the first quarter of the season has just all of a sudden exploded with 4 goals in, I think, 4 games, or 3.5 games, and a big 1-0 lead here for the Vees on their 5th shot of the period.
3:35 the time of the goal. Mountain will be given credit. We'll wait for assists as the Vees open the scoring. Flips ahead. That's reeled in by Betts, who centers it. It's a giveaway to the trail forward, and now a fight in front of the net. Boytink is going to go with Stetcher, who's landing right and throwing them heavily. He's lost the helmet, and down goes Stetcher, but he's still throwing on Blanaroo. A great tilt from the 16-year-old D-man.
I'm going to give Stetcher the edge in that fight.
No question. Wow.
Whoa.
And he didn't pick the smallest guy either. Adam Boytink's 18 years old, and Stetcher gave up all sorts of size and weight, but landed some heavy rights and knocked the helmet off of his trail opponent. Wow. He just isn't afraid of anything or anyone on earth, is he?
No, he isn't. You know, to look at him, he looks like a choir boy. But I'll tell you what, you know, he's tough. He's mentally tough, and he gets the job done. And I'll tell you what, I think this is his first fight, isn't it?
At his own blue line, he'll bang it off the wall at center. Milan chips it forward. It's onside. Johnson in the slot on the backhand. Cutting against traffic. Firing. Shot blocked. The rebound sent wide as well by Johnson. Centering shot. Stopped by Smiley. Rebound. They score! Logan Johnston finally.
What a great play by Johnson to put himself in position there to come up with that rebound and pop it home. And he finally breaks the ice with a goal, and it's been quite a while since he had one, but he's a great player and he does a lot of great things, but he's just given the Vees a 2-0 lead. A good combination there, I think, Milan and Johnson.
Johnson did all the work.
The assistant, number 7, Joey Back, and number 22, Garrett Milan.
So the Vees go up 2-0 on Logan Johnston's first in a long while, but hey, he's also got a pretty nice goal total beside his name as well. That's his 6th of the year. Curtis Loic. Now it's Mark Hall stealing a puck, shorthanded. Hall stops on the wall, will head back to the corner. Now stopping and trying to eat this puck down low. 3 smoke eaters after it, and Hall still has the puck. Now Johnson comes in to help, but he's stripped by Tappy, and Johnson's lost his stick as he ran into the ref. 25 seconds left on this power play for Trail. They swing it down into the corner. Johnston's without a stick here, and the Vees are a man down for another 15 seconds. At the point, McEwen will play to the right side for Boytink. Back to the point for McEwen. Back to Boytink, right circle, shot, blocked. It's loose in the feet of a Vees defender. No one can find it. A rebound loose. Beaulieu will find and rifle this off the glass and down the ice just as Holka hops on. The Summerland product in his first home game with the Vees. Cutting to the slot. Centers O'Donnell. Backdoor pass. They score. What a beautiful goal. Betts to O'Donnell to Lalezia. Someone turn on the red light.
Well, it's just a great setup by Michael Betts. He's the guy that really set that whole goal up, and what a pretty play that was.
Wow.
If that's any indication of what they're going to get out of him, that's just a great goal and puts the Vees ahead 3-0. That's a tic-tac-toe.
And give Lalezia credit. He kept his legs moving to make that an odd man rush. And we'll head to the intermission with the score 3-0 through 40 minutes. A sound second period for the Vees, who have outclassed the Smokies on this night. And the visitors appear to be missing Scott Jacklin more than they missed St. Denis and Mellor during the World Junior A Challenge.
Yeah, I think you might have something there, but I'll tell you what, those two guys, Mellor and St. Denis, have not been able to freewheel tonight. Every time they touch
Street, the Langley Chiefs are pounding Coquitlam in a Lower Mainland matchup. 7-0 they lead the Express. 2-2, the Vernon Vipers have tied things up early in the third period against Powell River. Cowichan Valley and Merritt still tied at the second intermission at 1-1. And 5-2, Nanaimo on top of Quesnel, who lost in overtime in Victoria last night to start that coastal road swing. For the Vees, the third period set to begin. They've got a 3-goal bulge. This is one of 4 games they will play this week before we gather for Barley Mill Vees this week, Monday night from 6:05 till 7 on Easy Rock. Be sure to drop by Monday, tune in online at myeasyrock.com, or find it in its entirety at the Vees blog later Monday night. Al, what do you expect from the third from the home side?
Well, I expect to see them play the same way they played in the first 2 periods, and if they do that, they're going to come out of here with a win.
Held in smartly by Cooper, that bouncing but nearly got out. Backdoor pass, Tappy shot, scores! The Smoke Eaters on the 5-on-3 have got their first of the night.
Power play goal. That makes them 1 for 5 on the power play. That'll eliminate 1 penalty, Hoka's penalty. Bez will stay on the box.
Here's a question for you. In what order do players leave out of the penalty box if it's a 5-on-3 like the situation we just saw? And I think the answer might be the first penalty that was assessed in chronological order.
Yeah, I think
Bezzo stays in. And Derek Johnson going to work, slamming Bradshaw into the end wall. St. Denis will leave for Mellor behind the net. He's dumped nearly by Beaulieu, allowing Hall to steal, but his clearing attempt held at the line. 5-on-4 for another minute and 5 seconds. St. Denis to the goal line for Mellor. Pass to the slot, batted out of midair by St. Denis. Loose, they score, it's in the net. Banging away on the back door was Bradshaw, I believe. And it's a 3-2 game as the Smokies have struck twice on back-to-back power plays. The first a 5-on-3, that a 5-on-4, and we got a hockey game.
2 power play goals.
Can't blame Billy Faust. And I hate to put any sort of weight on the referee's shoulder, but to miss a blatant punch to the face from St. Denis was certainly spotting Betts into the offensive zone. He dumps to the right corner where McMillan will chase it behind the net. Bump back there, but loose at the side of the cage. Betts finds, turns, fires, scores! What a shot from Mike Betts! Wow!
That is a huge goal. And what a spinorama and a shot to the top corner. Betts made no mistake. O'Donnell, I think it was, that did the work, wasn't it, behind the net? McMillan.
O'Donnell likely to get an assist as well. And unbelievable. Betts fired up after that goal. Remember, he was traded from Trail and didn't want to play in Trail this year after spending 30 games with them last year before the two sides. Down before he got to the puck, Mellor getting away with a cross-check there, and the fans getting a little owly about it. Here's St. Denis driving wide in behind the cage. He's ridden out to the boards. Heavy hit from Bezzo. Second shift in a row, they've caught him. And now St. Denis has got to stick to the face of his own teammate, and we got to fight as Johnson's tied up with his man, and that's Eric Walker. Travis St. Denis had that coming with Bezzo. He punched Bezzo last time out there, and Bezzo got the penalty, and Bezzo's got words for him now. You try that again, punk, we'll put you through the boards the next time. Wow.
Well, that's the captain, Johnson, Derek Johnson, who's going to go off. But actually, I think Walker went after Johnson, and I think there should be an aggressor there.
We'll see. As Derek Johnson and Eric Walker, the scrapping parties. Bezo had dropped his gloves to fight. McMillan moves to the point. LaLeggia, left side, wide open. Bennick moving in, firing, scores! Joey Bennick, it's 5-2.
Pretty goal by Bennick as he moves into the top of the slot and he just puts it low down underneath the goaltender. A nice shot, and the Vees take a 3-goal lead. It's 5-2 with 10:14 remaining in the third period.
LaLeggia and McMillan will get the assists if they do things properly here, I believe. And you can't let Bennick walk into the top of the left hash mark. He's not going to miss from there. He's the state record holder in goals in at center. The puck tied up in the referee as Stetcher makes a nice move. Feeding Milan, 2-on-2, right circle. He'll find the slot. A shot from LaLeggia, and a fight happening now as Johnston 3, 4, 5 punches and down to the deck. Someone foolish enough to challenge Johnson to a tilt there. I believe that was either Fiedler or Tappy. And it was Tappy who didn't have the chance to tap out. He was already on the deck, Al.
Oh, I'll tell you, that one, this fight won't take long, did it? That's how that one was. And Johnson, his 4th fight of the season. But you gotta watch it now, because if you have 6, you're gonna get a suspension. Or is it on the 7th one? I think it's on the 7th one.
A slash from behind from Tappy, and Johnson just came in and immediately fed him rights. 1 does the helmet, 2 to the deck, and the linesman showing all sorts of mercy in a hurry. For Logan, that's almost a waste of one of his dance cards.
Yeah.
Too easy. Down low for St. Denis. Back to Meller, left wall. 5-on-4 for another 31 seconds of the Smokies. Meller left wall, still with it. We'll move to the line. There's Badeau, faking shot, moving to his right. There's a shot, stop, rebound, they score. St. Denis on the rebound of that shot from the right wall position. It was Cooper the shot, Faust the save, and the rebound jammed in by St. Denis.
Well, that brings the score to 5-3 now. And I'll tell you what, the score is a lot closer than this hockey game, than the play in this hockey game, because the Vees, other than the fact that they've had 3 power play goals scored against them, have dominated this hockey game.
Reaching center, he'll pass to his right for Holka. There's a nice setup. Holka will leave for O'Donnell on the right wall. Lots of room at the right point. He'll play to the back door, stopping, centering was Holka. Now he'll throw to the slot, firing, LaLeggia, a rocket, and it's 6-3. Wow!
Well, the Vees finally get a power play goal. They go 1 for 4 so far. Shot by LaLeggia, and I don't know too many goaltenders that are going to stop that one, and I'm not even sure you want to stop it because it might go right through you. That one, oh, howitzer.
Call that bar down in hockey. That one just right into the roof of the net. So he leaned into it, and you're right. Down the Vees chalk up another W. They're 16th of the season. They're now 4 back a trail with 3 games in hand. A decisive 6-3 win over Trail, who could do nothing 5-on-5 tonight after owning the Vees in the last 2 times they met in the Kootenays.
Well, they definitely, the Vees, deserve this hockey game tonight. They, except for the power play goals by Trail, one of them being a 5-on-3. This game could have even been a little more lopsided, but the Vees played the way they have to play. If they play that way, there's not a team in the league that they can't beat. They've got to play with that physicality.
Our post-game show on the way for Parker Chrysler. The Vees win 6-3. We'll be back in 3 minutes on Penticton's Hockey Home.